Hi guys, I'm D, and today I want to say a very massive thank you to everyone that actually shared my video, the video I did about my dad, my late father. I want to thank you all, because I've had a massive feedback and outcome. Following from the last video I did, and I wanted to know about my dad because when my dad traveled, I'll try not to cry. But man, it is what it is. It does happen because this thing, I think it's a pain that is actually boiled down inside me somewhere, deep, deep, deep. And as soon as I talk about it, even when I'm reading comments about it, I can't help it. I just tear up because I think the pain is deep down somewhere, and I need to get over it. And I'm sure that this is a way that I would, get over it. You know and move on with my life. I want to actually know this woman. I want to actually know this woman that my dad was living with, and I want to meet her. I want her to tell me how my dad was like. I want her to tell me exactly what happened to my dad. Okay. And then what happened? Like, I want to know the details. Whether my dad ever talked about us, did she know about us? I want to know about my dad and this woman that my dad lived with in the UK before he died knows. So, after I did the video, I've had um, a progression. I've had a progression, and I'm back here today because now I have a bit more details. I've had a bit more details about my dad's death. Where he was living in the UK. At least the name of the woman that she was with. When my dad died, they had like something like a funeral here, for loved ones to come before they actually brought his body back home. I have pictures of it. So I have a bit more details this time around that would help me to tell some, you guys, with your help sharing the video and stuff like that. Maybe someone knows this woman in question, and then I'll be able to see this woman. I really want to see this woman. And the little information I got after I did that video, which I'm so grateful that I did the video, is my dad was living with this woman. She was older than my dad. The woman was older than my dad. My dad died at a very young age. My dad died when he was just 36 or 37 years. 36 years or 37 years. He was a very young man when he died. And he lived in the UK for 10 years. You understand? So when he traveled, he was in his 20s. And then he died when he was in his 30s. 36 or 37, one of these. So he was a very young man when he died. And from what I was told, this woman was, my dad wanted his papers, and this woman was the one supposed to give him. And I said, "Na Osheme Papaso." People that were close to my dad, they couldn't get to my dad. Even when you call him, he will be like, if the woman is around, he will be like, I'll call you back. Mefrel back. Yeah, I'll call you back. He will be talking at that talk. And when he has the chance, he will call you. He will call you back. That alone told me a bit about my dad. You can tell that he was a very he was very nice. For a man, I've seen men that are with women that don't have their papers, and the women have their papers, and the women, they don't get it easy quick. So it was not just the fact that he didn't have his papers, that's why he was cool. No, I think naturally he's a very nice person. I don't need anyone judging him, because Everyone knows where we are from. When we travel, we'll be up in Krata. Everybody wants their right to stay. Niti Anyeye, where he ended up. Where he ended up was with this woman who lied to him that she had her papers. Apparently, she didn't have her papers herself. She lied to this young man. You know, you're a predator. And I think he was in a form of abuse, but I don't know why he wasn't able to break free. I think when he realized that, no, I am me, Jimmy, I have to get out of this, was when he actually decided to come back home. You know, forget about everything and come back home. He packed everything. I mean, they said, when I got the call, I actually got a call, and I had all this information told to me. I was told this. So apparently, like 3 days to when he had his injury, or supposedly fell down in the bath. Like, that's what the woman said. My dad went to the bank. He withdrew all his money. He withdrew about £10,000, and he wanted to come back home because he was making preparation to come. He had packed everything. He had made his preparation to come back home. And then all of a sudden, he fell in the bath. He was living with this woman. They were living in Camberwell, London, Camberwell. My dad died in St. Thomas Hospital, in the year 2000, in February, around February 2000. Okay, and I'm going to be posting some of the pictures there. The lady that my dad was living with, her name that she was using was Sheila. They don't know the surname yet. Her name was Sheila. Her name is Sheila. And my dad's name is Clement Entry. And the woman was doing her, apparently she was doing hair. She was a hairdresser. She would go to people's houses and be doing their hair. So around 1999, 2000, if anybody knows a lady called Sheila living in Camberwell, was moving from place to place, doing hair. She was a hairdresser. Maybe she had a shop too, I don't know. This lady comes from Achim Tafo, and my dad is Achimni. My dad is Achimni, like he's also from Achim. My dad is from Apapem, Chebi Apapem, and my mom is from Esiakwa. So the funeral, a lot of people, apparently the people from Apapem and Esiakwa, you know, the Chebi people were very angry, and they didn't want this woman there. If this woman had come, they would have probably harmed the woman, you know. So she sent a spy to come and take pictures, and I think they even kicked the spy out. So I'll post pictures there. If you recognize anybody or anything, inbox me, let me know. I'll give you my number. You can call and then let me know if you have any information. I'm interested in this woman that my dad lived with. I'm interested in her. I want her to tell me what happened to my dad. How was my dad like, you know, how was he like? She should tell me whatever she, you know, she knew about my dad. I just want to know. I want to know, you know, because 10 years of his life in the UK, was he doing anything back home? She would know. Okay. And I need the truth from her. I want to find out. It would give me some form of what is the word? It would give me some form of peace. And I don't think my dad is at peace. I don't think he will be at peace. I don't think he's at peace. I don't think my dad is resting in peace. I don't think so. Because first off, he was so young when he died. You know, no one can be at peace at that time. And the fact that he wanted to come back home would mainly be because of his kids. You know, it would mainly be because of his kids. And it was just the two of us, myself and my younger brother. I'm the firstborn. And maybe my mom didn't follow up because, you know, when another woman is involved, you know, our mothers or women, they will be even pissed off because she was still married to him. But, you know, if you ever travel and you understand, I'm sure now my mom understands. All of us travel when we want our papers, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't fair. Even if you wanted to charge him before you give him papers or whatever, it's still okay. You know, I'm sure he would have paid, but to lie and the manipulation and the, you know, incestual and abuse, who knows what kind of abuse my dad went through. Whether it's true or it's not true, I want to get hold of this woman. I don't know her surname, but she goes by the name Sheila, and she was living in Camberwell. They were living together. You know, those who are inboxing me, asking me for more information, and the WhatsApp, now I have more information, and this is the information. You know, her name is Sheila. Maybe she was using the name of the Enkrata. Maybe that's not her real name. Who even knows? You know, and they were living in Camberwell. She comes from Achim Tafo. 1990, between the year 1999 and 2000. Yeah, she was a hairdresser. She was going to people's houses and doing the hair. You know, I think if anyone, you know, other phone or those who have been in the UK for so long, and Ohima Dokuya, apparently Ohima Dokuya, you and my uncle who came to the UK to actually bring the body of my dad back home, you actually assisted my dad, you know, to bring his body back home. So I'm sure maybe you have one or two information. If you could get to me or something, whatever information that you could help me with, I'll be so grateful. Please guys, help me share the video, and we're going to get to the bottom of this together, me, myself, and my loved ones. I know a lot of people that actually love me or have me at heart would love me to have peace of mind, and I'm pleading to the loved ones to please share the video, and let's see how far this would go. Thank you so much. Bye bye.